Good afternoon, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to welcome Lord and Lady Provost, the Lord Dean of Guild, and the Honorary Council for Canada and Scotland, our distinguished overseas guests, and each and every one of you here today. Thank you so much for coming. We're delighted to have you all here for the Toronto 4 Symposium. Glory enough for all. For those of you who don't know me, I'm John Otto. I'm the founder of the J.G.R. MacLeod Memorial Statue Society. And my co-founder, Kimberly Hamilton, and I are delighted, absolutely delighted to welcome you both all here today. Kimberly's sitting down at the front here on my left. So before we get started, just a little bit of housekeeping. The bathrooms are located just at the back doors there where you entered into the auditorium. We kindly ask that you turn off your mobile phones, or turn them to silent at least, during the presentations. If anyone needs a doctor, somehow I don't think we're going to have any problem given the audience here, so just turn to whoever's at your left or right and ask for some assistance. There are no fire drills scheduled, so if an alarm goes off, please leave the building via the nearest exit, which is most probably behind you. The muster point to gather is on the cobbled street in front of the chapel. We have 2 sessions today with a tea break in between when the refreshments will be served. I must ask that please do not bring any food or drink back into the auditorium if you can just stay out there whilst you're having your refreshments. And the other thing is you'll miss something else that's going to happen out there, so it's all getting very exciting. At the end of each session, we've allowed some time for questions. Every desk in this auditorium is equipped with a microphone. And I will give you some instructions as to how to turn that on and off. Not that that's too complicated, should you wish to ask a question of any of the speakers today. Please note the symposium is being video recorded, and we will also be taking photographs throughout the sessions or the event. Okay, I think that's everything, so let's get started. Please allow me to introduce Professor Batty, Aberdeen University's Vice Principal of Global Engagement, who we're very honoured to have here today. Professor Batty, would you like to come up to the stage?
Thanks very much. Good afternoon and welcome. For those who don't know me, I'm Siladitya Bhattacharya, or Batty, and as you've just heard, I'm the Vice Principal for Global Engagement. And it's an absolute pleasure to gather today in this convention centre to welcome you to the Toronto 4 Symposium organised by the J.G.R. MacLeod Memorial Society and the Toronto Medical Historical Club to celebrate the work of Frederick Banting, Charles Best, Bertram Collip, and John MacLeod in 1922. We're very proud of Aberdeen's historic connection to the Toronto team, and it's a great privilege for the university to have amongst us today a number of distinguished speakers and guests. The University of Aberdeen has a long tradition of pioneering research. Over the last 530 years, we've been at the forefront of numerous scientific advances, including the association with 5 Nobel Prizes. We are very strategic about our research and currently have 5 big challenges in terms of interdisciplinary research, which focuses on problems encountered by communities and societies around the world. So these will come as no surprise. They include health, nutrition, well-being, social inclusion, cultural diversity, data and artificial intelligence, environment and biodiversity, and energy transition. The university has grown considerably since J.G.R. MacLeod was the Regius Professor of Physiology and Dean of the Medical Faculty here. Today we have more than 21,000 students and 3,400 staff, as well as a global network of 170,000 alumni members from over 180 different countries, all of whom contribute to the success of this university. One achievement I think John MacLeod would have been proud of is our current #1 rank in the UK for medicine, for the medical school. On this anniversary of John MacLeod's birthday, the JGR MacLeod Memorial in Duthie Park has received a set of bronze plates bearing the surnames of the Toronto Four, making it currently the world's only monument honouring all 4 members of this elite group. That's a huge source of pride to the city of Aberdeen, as well as for the university. And our Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor George Boyne, truly wishes that he could have been here to celebrate this. Instead of this, of course, he's recorded a video message, which we will play for you now. So thank you, and welcome once again. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Professor George Boyne, Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of Aberdeen. I'm delighted to add my welcome to this symposium, which celebrates the Toronto Four, the team that discovered insulin and its therapeutic potential. They are Professor John MacLeod, Frederick Banting, Bertram Collip and Charles Best. Their discovery is directly responsible for saving the lives of millions of people with type 1 diabetes, including my own life. Today's symposium is a historic event, as it is the first time that Aberdeen and Toronto have had an opportunity to celebrate their shared insulin legacy together. The University of Aberdeen was established in 1495 with a foundational purpose to be open to all and dedicated to the pursuit of truth in the service of others. The role of Professor John MacLeod in the co-discovery of insulin with Frederick Banting exemplifies the fulfillment of this foundational purpose. Last year, we celebrated the 100th anniversary of Professor MacLeod and Frederick Banting sharing the Nobel Prize for their co-discovery. Professor MacLeod's Nobel Prize medal and Nobel diploma are in the care of the university's Special Collections team and are a source of great pride to all of us. Today, the university continues to drive research in this area. We're testing new drugs and gene therapies and using state-of-the-art single-cell genome sequencing and imaging methods. And scientists in our Rowett Institute are studying how eating Scottish soft fruit, such as raspberries, could help prevent type 2 diabetes. I hope you have a very successful symposium celebrating the discovery of life-saving and life-changing insulin. This event will build on the work done by the JGR MacLeod Memorial Statue Society to highlight this important story of scientific discovery and the impact it has had on millions of people around the world.